SEC softball on ESPN. From Mizzou Softball Stadium in Columbia, it is a chilly but dry Sunday and game 2 of a 3-game series between the top-ranked Texas Longhorns and the Missouri Tigers. Happy to have you with us on this Sunday from Mizzou, along with two-time National Player of the Year Daniel Laurie. Guided right over the head of the drawn-in third baseman, Kara Daly. And with the speed, Maloney standing in second with a game leadoff double. It's 43, and the wind chill's definitely in the 30s. And that's ball 4 inside, so leadoff double by Maloney, a walk. Via Scott bunts in the air right back to Harrison. And Mizzou gets the first out of the inning. Rare mistake for Scott to bunt one in the air. This is Anderson's team, second 50-plus RBI season. It's under that high foul ball. Daly with room near the coach's box makes the catch, and a big out for Mizzou to get that dangerous bat of Reese Atwood. It was 2 on, nobody out. Right back up the middle and into center field. Maloney heading for the plate. Linger's throws cut off. Just when it looked like Mizzou may wiggle out of the jam, Texas does what they do, and Mitchell has her 35th RBI, and Texas has scored in the first.
Well, 0-2 right down Main Street isn't going to cut it at this point. We have to be better, especially when you get 2 quick strikes that way. And those are the little things. We saw it a little bit yesterday with McCann when she had nothing to do with.
And on the 9th pitch of the at-bat, Stewart blasts it out left field. A 3-run shot for Stewart, number 11 on the season. And it's deja vu all over again for Texas. Another 4 spot today in the first.
Well, and this is just an off-speed pitch, and she's not fooled whatsoever. She knows it right off the bat. It gets out of here. You can see the frustration a little bit in Harrison. Hands go up. Sometimes you feel like you throw good quality pitches. And listen, that was a battle. She battled competitive pitches that I can keep in the ballpark, that I can use my defense, trust them behind me, and not feel like I need to do it all by striking everyone out.
Strike 3 to Vanessa Quiroga, and the strikeout first. Hitting well on the season and in SEC play, and continues that, driving it to right center field. And a leadoff base hit for Crenshaw. He's now reached base in 17 straight games. Jams at Riscato, foul tip into the mid of Stewart, and it's a strikeout.
Of the area.
3-2 pitch. Got her. Strike 3 on the inner half. And Morgan, after the base hit by Crenshaw, has come back and recorded towards third and caught on the fly softly by Mia Scott. And Mizzou wastes the leadoff base hit by Crenshaw. 4-0 Horns after 1.
Single weekend, you're playing the best of the best, and offensively, it's like they are that much better than last year.
Good, lines it to center field. Kaylee Lingler's certainly known for.
And that's when they unleash.
Towards left center. She didn't have to leave her feet that time. Kaylee Lingler was a bit shallow, but was able to angle back.
And it's like, let it rip.
Towards short, gonna have to hurry. Ball came up for Updegrove, and that was probably a good thing. Throw out the speedy Maloney, and they go in order. Win that elusive national championship.
Yeah, and experienced a lot last year too, and I think that's also what makes them dangerous.
Strike 3 call on the inside corner. Third strikeout from Morgan gets up.
Able to get your barrel inside of, especially with that good downward movement.
Soft roller, Caden Bennett up with it. Goes out Walker for out number 2.
And 4th, and then they had the midweek game Wednesday.
Out in shallow center field, drifts the second baseman, and that's Bennett making the catch to retire the side. And Mizzou goes easier even after the #1 team comes to town. Back to the circle and speared by Harrison. She helps herself with some defense. One gone. 9, 10, and 11. 3-1 to Mia Scott, and she's on base with a walk. Second walk. Comes the 8th pitch of the AB to Atwood. She works a walk.
That's a really good at bat by Reese Atwood. And if you're Sierra Harrison, sometimes
20 straight now. Floated out to short, up to Grove there. Good pitch. Harrison jammed up Jolie Mitchell with a second. Out to right field. This is measured by Abriscato, who makes the catch. And I think in a way, Harrison did what you suggested there to a degree. Yeah. We'll visit with the Tiger head coach. And that is a 4-pitch walk to Lingler to begin the inning. Well, the women's national.
your job is still, how can I find a way to advance that runner or be a tough out in the 9 spot, pass the bat to Julia Crenshaw.
There's now 4 strikeouts.
Drop ball, I know it looks good, but just has to be a more competitive at bat there.
Crenshaw jumps on the first pitch, a high fly, left center, and the center fielder Henry comes in, calls off the shortstop good.
200 average up to a 400 average by realistically learning that she doesn't move from the ground. She moves from her core.
It's a good swing by Abriscato, ropes one into center field, and there's Mizzou's.
In this young lady's swing, 368 hitter on the year.
Daly works that walk, and that loads the bases for the Tigers. And their cleanup hitter Taylor Ebbs coming up.
To be at this count.
To first, right on the bag. It's picked up, and Mitchell steps on to retire the side. Mizzou threatens but fails to score and leave him loaded. After out to left field, Claire Cahalan right there in front of the track. Roga flies out for out number. This one she sends to center. Lingler so good out in center field. She read that, backed up. Scored 4 in the first today. That's hit towards Lingler. He's there. All reliable in center field. And that retires the side. An 11-pitch inning for Harrison. We'll talk to Coach White next. That's a quick strikeout to begin the inning. Getting up to Grove.
Down in the count, how am I able to find a way to battle?
Left side of the infield, the shortstop one sadly and good. Walker pops out. Citlali Gutierrez has set down the first 2. 2-2 pitch to Sophie Smith. Up the middle and through. A 2-out base hit. 3rd hit of the game for the Tigers. It's the first base for the hit. Coach Anderson, their head coach, has a little surprise for him. That's bunted and well read by Mitchell. Bennett covering, and the side retired. Linger trying to bunt her way on. Tigers strand a runner. They have left 5. Right up the middle and into center field. Maloney has her second hit, and that's a leadoff single.
We asked Reese Atwood just what it was like when you got the opportunity.
Series there. They were 9 consecutive super regionals. That's towards short. One hopper out at second to first. Not in time. Ball skips by. Henry heading for second. Throw there. Out. Let's see if Mike White wants to. Yeah, he's going to ask for this to be reviewed. The foot may have gotten in. Call on the field is out, which would be a double play if it stands.
Oof.
Review, the ruling on the field is upheld. The runner is out.
Okay.
That is the first challenge for Texas.
Another 3-2 pitch. Got her. Harrison comes back. A check swing, and that puts it in play to short. Leanne Good.
When I think about that flashback to Oklahoma, you just think about how electric it was to be able to do that at home and the crowd come into Love's Field and win 2 of 3.
Crenshaw goes down swinging. Lali Gutierrez now in her second inning of work. It's her second strikeout.
Something similar.
Right side to her left, out of the glove. Bennett picks it up, shovels late to first. That is ball 4. So a 4-pitch walk to Daly. Second time she had. It's going to kick off Stewart and advance each base runner 6. Hit in the air to right. Maloney back, and at the fence makes the catch. I don't think the wind helped her at all there. It might have kept it in the ballpark. Streak. That plate appearance in the third with the base on balls. Pops this up on the infield. Walker wants it, and right along the line makes the catch.
Yeah.
Mitchell going after the first pitch, gets jammed, but hits it to left. Run down by Cahalan, and too quick.
Enough in the moment.
Stewart grounds to short. There's Updegrove. That's been the real fun matchup to watch today, is that Harrison against Stewart. That's second. Third inning of work here for Lali Gutierrez, and that's lifted by Updegrove to right field, and waiting on that is Maloney.
So when Raylan Chafin is on, they are tough. That was something that we had mentioned to Coach Mike White. And he said, we're a team at times that takes too long to get stuff going. You know, the goal for this weekend was to strike.
Kentucky. Those are their upcoming series in the SEC. And Gutierrez has her first 3-up, 3-down inning and strikes out 2.
So you know that the adrenaline you're feeling in the moment sometimes overtakes the pitch.
So he rides it inside and hits Hunter. The 2-2. Leanne Good swinging at the pitch, drives one towards left field. Cahalan goes back right to the edge of the track to make the catch. Good jumping on the first pitch. And it's 0 for 2 today, but had 3 hits in yesterday's game. And takes strike 3. 30 minutes after the conclusion of this game, which you can see on SEC Network Plus. There goes the runner. Throw down to second base in time. Well, caught stealing. 3-2 pitch. The Tigers put the leadoff batter on base for a 3rd time today.
If you don't see Tegan come on again, right? Like, makes sense with throwing both Mack and Gutierrez to probably put the ace out there.
Wave and a miss, and Dodge fans. Lineup turns over for Julia Crenshaw. Swings and hits it to the alley in left center field. That ball's down. Quickly cut off by Henry. Throw to third. He's Peter, but safe is the call. Got in with the slide. Linger, dangerous. Crensshaw's at second. She picked up her second hit of the game. 1-2 pitch from Tegan Cavan. Got her. Big rip and a miss by Abiscato, and now Mizzou's down to their final for Mizzou. 1-0 pitch from Cavan. Center field, hit well. Henry back, and it's a one-run game. Ninth of the year for Kara Daly. And Mizzou scores for the first time in the series. And suddenly, the drama ticks up.
This was a no-doubter, dead center, 220 shot, dugout, loving it.
RBIs 28, 29, and 30.
Just haven't thrown one yet, 10 pitches in. But why when you can do that?
Some late drama. Daly's 3-run home run, but the strikeout of Ebbs ends it, and Texas wins 4-3.
Tegan Cavan coming in, yeah, gives up that 3-run shot to make it a 1-run game, but that rise ball on the outside part of the plate is just the Achilles heel to those left-handed hitters. They can't touch it. It looks sweet.
Texas with the win now, 36-3 and 9-2 in conference play.